What's good, everybody? It's your boy Bulldog, aka Jesse, and today in this video is going to be the ultimate guide for Warzone. In this video, we're going to go over the settings, what the best loadout is, I think, for your custom loadouts, situational awareness, movement, rotations, Gulag, what weapons to use, which ones to stay away from, how to earn money, and what items to get out of the shop, and finally, how to set yourself up in the final circle to get that dub. There will be timestamps in the description down below so you could jump ahead to wherever you want to. This is going to be a longer video than usual, so hopefully you get some good information out of it. And if you enjoy the video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And also don't forget to ring that little sub notification bell. That way you can be notified when new videos go up here on the channel. And with that being said, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to go over is the settings, and this is just going to be a real quick and brief overview of the settings. These are what I think the best settings are, but it might be a little different for you depending on your playstyle. But let's get into it real quick. So for button layout, I got tactical, stick layout, and invert vertical look are both default and disabled. The horizontal stick sensitivity and vertical are both set at 8. The ADS for the low zoom sensitivity is 0.80, and that's for like the red dot and sights like that. The high zoom, like the sniper scopes, is a 0.90. The aim response curve is set to dynamic. I turned the controller vibration off, I'm not a fan. Aim assist is set to focusing, and again, this is just what I feel works for me. Weapon mount is double tap to mount on something, and to exit the mount you just let go of the ADS. Like any typical Call of Duty, you hold down the left trigger or whatever your aim down sight button is. Equipment behavior is hold as well, just like in any Call of Duty. I use the tap to reload feature, so you just tap to reload and then you hold the button to pick up items or use items. Once I'm out of ammo, my gun will automatically switch to my secondary, which is pretty nice. I use the tap to slide feature, so when I'm running, all I have to do is tap in on, for me, it's the right stick to slide. Auto move forward, I turn that off. Auto sprint, I have that off as well. So vehicle camera recenter is set to enabled. That way if I need to look around while I'm driving, as soon as I let go of the stick to look around, it goes straight to looking forward. General settings. Of course, we're using a controller here, so we got the controller. Brightness, I have it set to 60%. Film grain is at 0, that way my picture doesn't look like crap. I have tooltips enabled for right now, especially with Warzone being so new. Subtitles is off. Language is English, obviously for me. Colorblind is off, I'm not colorblind. World motion blur is disabled. Again, I don't want my game looking like crap. Weapon motion blur, same thing, don't want it looking like crap. The minimap shape, now this is new, this came out with this update. You won't see it in any of the gameplay because I just found out about it right now. But with the square minimap, you can actually see more of the minimap than with the round one. So I would definitely recommend using the square one. Minimap rotation, I have set to enabled, so whenever I look one way, the map will twist and turn and do the same thing. Again, that's just what I feel most used to. Text chat is disabled. Gore effects and dismemberment, I turn that on. And we're not messing with the game installs or the credits because that has no effect on the gameplay. So for audio mix, I use the boost high. And that just gives me the best sound of hearing footsteps at a longer distance. Master volume is cranked up to the max. Music is off, I don't need to hear music in the background or whatever. Dialogue, I have it set to 75. That way it's not overpowering the footstep sounds or something if somebody on my team is saying, I need to reload, or whatever the hell it is. The effects volume, I have that maxed out too. Juggernaut music is enabled. Hit markers, I have it set to the classic Call of Duty sounds. So you can also turn them off, or you could put it on the new Modern Warfare 2019 sounds. It's up to you. Voice chat is enabled. The mic, it doesn't really matter, but I have it set at 316 because Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't know how many people will get that one, but whatever. Voice chat volumes at 100, microphone volumes at 100, voice chat effect, I turn that off. That's like if you want to hear like when someone's talking to you in game chat, it doesn't work in Xbox party chat. But in game chat, you can hear like over like that. You can hear that crap. Don't need it. Don't want it. Keyboard and mouse, we don't use it. And then to play on Warzone, you have to have crossplay enabled. And I have friend requests and display unique ID. I turn that stuff on. You could turn it off and be like anonymous or whatever, but who cares? So now what we're going to do is look at what I think one of the best custom loadouts is, and let's hop over there. Alright, first things first, what I would highly recommend is to have whatever loadout you want for Warzone to be either on the very top or on the very bottom. Just that way it's really quick and easy and you don't have to scroll through a bunch of these to find the loadout that you're most comfortable with. I would highly recommend using the stim shot for your tactical and either a frag grenade or a sticky nade, something like that for your lethal. For your perks, we're going to take a look at these real quick here. I like to run kill chain, and you can see here it says for Warzone only, it increases your chances of finding kill streaks in supply boxes. So that will come in really, really handy. And I use overkill, that way I can have an AR and a sniper rifle. And we'll go over that here in a minute. And finally, for perk 3, I use tune-up. And as you see here, it says Warzone only, reduce revive time by 25%. So that'll come in clutch if you need to revive a teammate and you got people pushing you. They won't be expecting both of you guys to be up and ready to fight a little bit earlier. So you might be able to catch a few people off guard that way. Now for the primary, we're going to be running the M4. And what I found out works really well in Warzone is to get whatever you can to help with recoil and to have more damage output. So we got the monolithic suppressor, the stock M16 Grenadier for the barrel. I'm using the GI Mini Reflex just because this is going to be more of my close range and close quarter combat. Also, we have the SOCOM rounds, and what this is going to do is help with damage output. Then we got the Merc foregrip, and that's going to help with recoil control. Then for our sniper rifle, pretty much the same thing. We got the monolithic suppressor, the 32-inch factory barrel. I use the variable zoom scope. This way I can see even at a farther distance. The rubberized grip tape is going to help with recoil. And the recon perk is going to help me see the name of the enemies at a greater distance as well. So this is what I think one of the best setups is to run for Warzone. Next thing we're going to do is hop into a match and we're going to go over the jump mechanics. Alright, so we're in the practice mode right now and there's this really cool opening cinematic for jumping into the match. Dive, dive!
Welcome to Warzone.
Alright, so let's see what we got here. So if you look at your mini-map,
use your tac map and choose when to deploy from
you can see where you want to deploy. If you hit up on the D-pad, you can put a marker, and that way your teammates can see it. Then you'll jump out. If it lets me, it doesn't let me. Alright, now I can jump out. So we're going to jump out, and you can dive straight down. If you want to go somewhere far, you can pull your chute, and you can kind of guide farther. Now you can also click in on the stick, on the right stick for me, and deploy your chute again, and you can keep doing that. Cutting your chute, deploying your chute as much as you need to. There you go. And then once you're on the ground, you can start pinging stuff. So, you always start with the pistol, which is good. And you start with an extra 100 health. And we just found some money. So if I had a teammate, and if I saw some enemies, or if I said, hey, let's go to that building, you can push up on the D-pad to mark a building. There's an enemy, so where'd that guy go?
Enemies in the area.
You can double tap to mark an enemy. Now, you hear that humming? That means there's a crate somewhere nearby. It's not on this floor. So we'll go up a floor. And there's the crate. So you can open this crate up. And there's money in here. We got a trophy system. We got some sniper ammo. And we got a shotgun. So you don't have to actually pick anything up that's ammo or money. But to switch weapons, you will have to hold X. And if you hold Y, you can put more armor plates in. You can have a total of 3 armor plates. Plus, you can hold 5 in your bag. Got a kill there. Here's another crate. Now there's different levels. So you got green, which is uncommon. Then you have blue, which is rare, and each one has better attachments on it. Or more attachments. We can jump down on this guy here. Like I said, this is just a training. This is just against bots. So it's not like I'm freaking slaying out right now against people. So we got more armor plates. We need to refill our armor plates because we're running low. So you also got vehicles in here. And you can hop in, drive the vehicle around, see how I can look around, and then it comes back to center. We can run people over. Oh damn, I'm in the smoke. So, as you can see, the smoke hurts a lot. And, since there's no band-aids, it doesn't let you revive quick enough.
Grab some armor plates.
That guy almost killed me. So, here we go.
Objective updated. Secure that position.
This right here is a contract. So there's 3 different types of contracts. And...
Gulag locked down. Area's clear.
Uh-oh. There's 3 different types of contracts. And you can get money if you complete the contracts. Dang, this guy is a jerk.
Bring home the win.
Now where the heck this guy went? Oh, what the heck? Where'd he go?
No targets remain. You earned the win.
And we got the victory.
Fractions inbound.
That's just a quick little overview of some of the stuff we can do. And what we're going to do next is go into some actual gameplay that I've already done. And we'll look at the items in the shop that you can buy and stuff like that. So this is going to be going to the Gulag, and unfortunately for me, this happens really quick. There's already one teammate down right now. There goes the other teammate, he's down. And I check on this guy here. And he has an SMG. So here's the Gulag cinematic. And this is really cool. This cinematic's awesome. So once you're in the Gulag, you can fight 1 time per match to get out of there. So you can see here, I'm about to throw these rocks. You can throw rocks at people and you can stun them. And that can, if you hit them and stun them, you can help your teammate and give them an advantage to get the victory. Alright, so now I'm about to enter and do my little 1v1. I have a horrible ratio at this. So all it is kind of like the 2v2 gunfights. You just got a 1v1, and if you win, you go back into the fight, and if you lose, you're donezo for shunzo, unless a teammate can buy you back. But I got the dub, so I'm about to spawn back in, and that was the Gulag. So next we're going to take a look at the shop. Also, real quick side note, some of the guns to use would be like the MP7 and the MP5. I would stay away from the P90. It seems like a pea shooter. Also, the Scar is good, the M13 is good, and obviously the M4. The FAL, I'm not a fan of the single fire, so I wouldn't use that too much. AK is pretty good. Recoil is a little tough on it, especially if you get just a common one. So I wouldn't really recommend that either. Anything with a pretty low recoil will be good. Alright, and now here we are coming up to the shop. So in the shop right here, you can see that you could buy an armor plate bundle, which is 5 armor plates. You can get a shield turret, kind of worthless. Cluster strikes, they're okay, I guess. Gas mask comes in clutch, especially towards the end game. I highly recommend, if you have the money, get one of those. Precision airstrike can work out pretty well too. It's kind of situational, but it works out pretty well. The UAV, it's freaking amazing. You gotta get a UAV if you can. Self revive kit comes in clutch, especially if you're the last member alive. You definitely want to get one of those. Munitions box, I don't really have an issue with running out of ammo, so I don't think you need it. The loadout drop marker, that's how you get your custom loadouts. So like we went over in earlier in the video, that's how you would get that. You would drop that marker, and then a couple of the care packages will drop down, and you can get your custom loadout. The only thing is, if you do that, other people can see it on the map too, and they can either come for it, or if you go to try to steal someone else's, they could be camping it out and waiting to kill you. So you got to be really careful if you're going up to one of those that's not yours. Then on the right, you'll see my teammates, and it costs 4,500 to bring one of them back. So you can pick whatever teammate you want to bring back, or, you know, if there's only one down or one out, you can pick him up as well. So we just bought a teammate back, and he's about to drop in. When they drop in, they come in with like an extra 2 pieces of armor, but they only come in with the pistol. So want to try to keep looting around like I'm doing here, so you can find some gear for them to help them out. Because otherwise they'll come in with just a pistol, and they ain't gonna get nothing done. So it'd be a waste of 4,500. Quick side note: when you go to drop back in, you need to be really careful of where you're landing, because people can shoot you out of the sky, especially with that parachute. So that trick that I showed you in the beginning, where you can parachute, cut it, and parachute and cut it, and keep doing that, I would recommend doing that so you're a harder target to be hit. So like I was saying earlier, there's different levels of weapons. You got common, which has no attachments. Uncommon usually is green, and it has like 1 attachment. There's one right there, the shotgun. Then you got rare, which has 3 attachments. After that is legendary, and legendary usually has 4 out of the 5. And then you have epic, and epic is usually an orange box, and it'll have 1 gun that has like all the attachments on it. And it also usually comes with like dead silence, or a munitions box, or a kill streak, or something like that. Something that's going to be really useful later on in the match. Some more weapons I would recommend using would be the pump action shotgun, and any of the sniper or marksman rifles. Those are really good. They hit pretty dang hard. The Bison is by far probably the best SMG in Warzone. And right here I'm using a recon drone just so I can spot some enemies and kind of do a little bit of scouting for my teammates. A little bit of situational awareness going on right here. So there's my teammate. I was watching his back, making sure that he can get his custom loadout. And then it'll be my turn to go down there once the coast is clear. So the next thing we're going to talk about is movement, especially in the last like 3, maybe 4 circles, where you need to go and to get the high ground first. High ground is key in this game mode. If you want to get the dubs, you need to get the high ground, and you got to get there first. If you don't, then you're pretty much dunzo for shunzo. So what we're going to do is listen in and watch how I move through the last couple of circles and where we're positioning ourselves to get the win. Alright. Oops. No, don't worry about that. Alright, I marked a new building. Alright, let's go. Might be people here, so be careful. I downed one.
What's your bloody fire? Hey, go in there.
Oh, it's right at my feet. I got you. Alright, if we play this right, we could be here in the end. And everybody's going to have to kind of go into this open field.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. What's your bloody fire?
Alright, there's 3 left. Oh, snipers, watch out, snipers.
You're losing ground. Relocating the safe zone. This is your last job. Finish the job. Only 4 enemies remain. You know what to do.
Alright, here we go. We got the final circle. We got the last guy trapped in the gas. And all we're going to do is play center circle. That way he has to come to us. And there's 3 of us here, so he's pretty much done. And he's got a gas mask on, so he can stay in there for quite a while. So all we got to do is keep the pressure on him. And there we go. We get the dub. Next, we're going to look at a different situation. One where we didn't have high ground and how much more difficult it was that way. Alright, so in this gameplay here, you'll see how clutch the gas mask comes in. And also, we didn't take the high ground this time. Somebody else had the high ground. And we almost paid for it with our lives. So what we're going to do is jump around a little bit in this last couple of minutes here. And you'll be able to see the circle rotation, how we played it. And there's a few clutch moments in here as well. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
There's somebody over there.
There's somebody over here.
I got some extra armor plates next to me.
He needs you just to go to where he's at. Someone just landed there too, JR.
Yep.
Oh, that's a sniper. Damn! I'm just the other side of that wall.
Right, soldier. Mark the drop point for your team. Finish the job.
Did you get me or no?
Yeah.
He grabbed me.
Yeah, you grabbed Jay.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Get their money and pick me up, Eric.
Okay, whose money?
Watch out behind you.
Jerry, you got enough for me.
Yeah, I'm coming. Oh my god, I'm so good. I'm down, I'm down. He's coming to push me. He's super weak. Someone come pick me up, hurry. I'm bleeding out fast. Bradley, right here.
You'll be right. I'll fix it.
He's pushing you, Brad.
Our team's in a safe zone.
Did you get him?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this guy had no idea. Guys, come here.
No
Go
enemies
underneath
are
this
still
building
active.
and
Hunt
that
them
guy had
down.
no idea who's running around trying to figure out how I was shooting him.
Oh shit!
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone.
Taking fire!
7 left. Oh, he's on me.
Got him.
Yeah.
There you go.
Gas is moving.
We gotta watch our backs.
Movement!
Oh. I got cover right here if someone can grab me before the storm hits. No, you're in it.
Six left.
Eric, come get this plate. One of you guys come get this plate. No, I got it.
Yeah, I'm just putting my plates back on right now.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Oh no, precision airstrike. They are all
Yeah! Victory!
Yeah, buddy.
That's what I'm talking about. This will be the last set of gameplay, and this is going to be when everything goes right. You get to the high ground first, you're first to the new circle, and everything just works out in your favor. So there's not a whole lot of kills up until this point, but once we get to the final circle, then we start cleaning house. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the last little bit of gameplay.
Positive ID on the bounty target. Sort them out.
Man, I think I'm gold. How do I get upstairs?
Bradley, right here. Follow me. Look at me. I'm the green one, or the yellow one.
Gas is closing in.
See where I'm at? Right here.
Where?
Our team's in a safe zone. Taking fire!
Where they at?
Down low.
Moving.
Right there.
Whoa. Motherfucker.
Got him.
Target is down. Well done.
Huh, nice. The
I'm
bounty
taking-
came to us.
I'm going on top of one of these things here.
Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Shit. Climb, 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 climb! Climb! Climb, 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 climb!
I'm all the way to the tip top of one.
Yeah, same here. Alright, there's 18 left, guys.
Man, now I think about it, that sounds really bad the way I was just saying.
Frag out!
Less than 10 enemies remain. Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Team destroyed.
Alright, there's, was that 9 left?
Oh shit.
Target spotted.
Taking fire!
Station marked. Move up.
Dropped him!
3 left. Anybody got words?
Alright. I think that's it.
Primary objective complete.
Got him.
There we go. Victory! That's what's up. Alright, so there it is. Hopefully you guys got some good info, and this will help you get some more dubs. Like I said in my previous video, I will be moving some stuff from my old house to my new house this weekend. So there might not be anything else going up here on the channel for the next couple weeks. So if you want to see what I'm up to when I'm not streaming or making videos, you can follow me on Twitter at Bulldog87G. And if I get a chance to stream, you can catch me stream on twitch.tv/Bulldog87_gaming. So I'll see you in the next stream, or I'll catch you on the battlefield. Peace out.